Greetings, welcome to Bruce's Eclectic World. And in today's video, we're going to do a airbrush demonstration. We purchased the new Mobius-SP airbrush, and we're going to try it out on a test body because I'm going to do some test painting. And we have a 66 Nova body we're going to use for a test mule. So stay tuned, and we'll get into that right after these messages from our sponsors. Greetings, and welcome back, and thank you for sticking around. We're not real good at these, but we're getting better. Let's see. Things to note. Okay, this is the test mule we're going to be using. Everybody recognizes the blue Nova from Hobby Lobby. Let me switch cameras here. One moment, please. There we go. So we're going to use, like I said, the Mobius-SP airbrush. It comes with a 0.3 and a 0.5 millimeter needle. This is the new siphon dual action airbrush. I really love the color of it. I mean, that's all I got to say. I'm a big fan of that color. So, and this is what she looks like. It's got the new flat top button on the top. It's tapered. I love the way that feels under my finger. It feels way better than the round buttons. And it's got that little grip on there, so you can. Your finger won't slide too much on it. And here's the other side in case you want to look. There's so I always put the rubber cap back on, and what I do is I put it on the back end like that, and that way I don't lose it, because I'm old. I do things like that. So we're going to spray ScaleFinishs Black Primer today on this model. And by the way, thank you, Mr. Jameson, for the awesome Eclectic 10 code. And with that being said, as you noticed in the sponsor spotlights, that we now have a Gaahleri code. They contacted me, wanted to know if I wanted to join the program, or actually I contacted them. They contacted me back and asked me if I was still interested, and I said yes wholeheartedly. And so you can use the code BEW, capital letters, to save 10% on your total purchase price at Gaahleri. So we're very pleased to have them as a sponsor of the channel. Thank you, Jerome, for allowing us to be part of a partner with your awesome program. Anyway, couple of things to note. On Rex Barbatos' video of this airbrush, Gaahleri told them to get this bottle until theirs came out, which is this bottle. So you can see it's theirs is a little taller, got a metal cap. The bottle works fine, no problem. The problem is that tube in there is not, how should I say that, chemical friendly. I put lacquer thinner in one of these bottles, and that tube swelled up as big as my little finger and laid in the bottom like a big old dead worm. I went, okay, so that doesn't work. But they do work for acrylic, so there will be no problem there. Just cannot use them with anything that's got a harsh chemical in it. This is a airbrush cleaner, and then this one's IPA. So I can keep my cleaners in there to clean the brush out. And they do fit this airbrush perfectly fine. Gaahleri has these on their website right now. As of to this video, they're still on sale for $24.99 for a pair, or $72 something for 4. Unfortunately, I will probably end up having to pay full price later because that time of the month. Anyhow, let's get back to the project at hand. So we're going to take you over here to the paint booth, which is right there, and we'll get you ready to spray. So let me get the camera set up, and we'll be right back. Before we go over to the paint booth, I was getting things ready, and I just wanted to note that we're going to be, need more cord, Bruce, our Serenair air compressor. I really love this air compressor. Right now I haven't used my big air compressor for a long time. This sits over here right over there on my desk, and that's where it lives at now. I really truly enjoy this air compressor, and just to be clear, that everything that I show you I have bought out of my own pocket. So so this is what we're going to use today. And when you get one of these, I suggest getting a moisture trap put on the end of your hose, because I don't know if these will create moisture. I'm assuming any air compressor will make moisture. I haven't seen any yet, but it's better safe than sorry. You don't want water in your paint. It does not work very well. Hang on a second, and we'll switch you to the other camera. Okay, so we got the camera set up, and everything's ready over here at the paint booth. One thing to note with the ScaleFinishs primers that Mr. Jameson put on the bottles here, shake well before use, spray 20 to 30 pounds. So we're Serenair, we're using it at 27. That's as high as it goes. And the beauty about Mr. Jameson's paints is it's out of the bottle onto the model. That's his slogan. So we got our gun all set up here. So let me switch cameras. We have our gun all set up. Now, one thing to note, the camera is having trouble focusing today. This is a glass bottle, so if it bounces off your concrete floor, it will break. Just saying. That fits in there nice and tight. And we've got our black primer in there. We're going to primer this blue body black, hopefully. And then we'll see how this thing works out. So I have a... Okay, sorry about that. Somebody's knocking at the door. That's a first. So anyway, we're going to spray on our can there, and okay, so that's working fine. Got good atomization going on there. You can see it flying through the air, even on the camera. So let's get this primer on this thing. Now, full disclosure, I did use this a couple nights ago, the primer bunch of parts, to get used to the gun. So it push down, blow air on it to blow it off. Once again, we're using 27 pounds air pressure. So we're going to paint this just like we're getting ready to paint it, for real. Go around all the edges. Make sure we got all the edges right. Put a light coat on. I really like the way this brush sprays. It's got a nice pattern. I can see it with my old blind eyes. Like I keep mentioning in all my videos, technically I'm half blind. Paint does a good job covering that blue up. Paint, Bruce. It's primer, Bruce. Okay, so we'll let that set for a couple minutes, and we'll bring you right back. Okay, thanks for sticking around. We're back. Get it coat number 2 on here. I'm barely pulling back on the trigger. This does a really good job atomizing that paint. I'm really pleased with how this brush works. Of course, it's a Gaahleri, so it's got to work great, right? And I always take my top of my truck and go back the opposite direction to hide the striping. I go at a couple of different angles. Now that's just me. Everybody else paints differently. And you can do the same thing on the sides, and I do that. That way I know I got an even coat. And it hides the striping. Now, right or wrong, that's the way I do it. Now I will say this primer that Mr. Jameson puts out is absolutely great. It's a automotive grade primer and paints. He has House of Color and any year, make or model. You give him the code, he can make you the paint. So that's good stuff. So let's take a look and see what we got here. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I forgot the hood a while ago. I want to paint the hood too. They don't want to be left out. That is just absolutely. Let me see if I turn the overhead light on, see if that helps any. Yeah, it helps you guys out a little bit. Yeah, that's covered that blue nicely. The pigment in his paint is just absolutely phenomenal. You don't see any striping. And it looks absolutely awesome. So let me switch it over to the other camera. We'll be right back. Thank you for sticking around. We're back on this camera. We have the airbrush cleaned up and the bottle's clean. And my thoughts on this airbrush. If you're used to using a siphon feed, you're going to be right at home with this. This dual action brush works absolutely awesome. As you've seen in the video, and I do apologize for the links to the video, but it's the nature of the beast. So, you're going to want at least 2 more jars. So they're going to be about $39, $40 when they go off sale. And this brush that works absolutely phenomenal. It's easy to clean. I just run a lacquer thinner through it, turn it upside down, and clean the hole out here. One of the things I did learn, when you have your bottle on here, if you hold your finger over the end and back wash it just a little bit, that blows all the paint out of here back down into the bottle. So when you take this off, it doesn't drip out all over the table in your hand. Ask me how I know. Yeah. So, something I learned to pass along. Switch cameras here. The ScaleFinishs Black Primer is absolutely awesome. Mr. Jameson has some great products over there, so remember, use Eclectic 10 to get 10% discount. There's lots of other channels out there that has their codes. Use mine, theirs, but whatever you do, save your 10%. But if you use mine, it's much appreciative. It shows Mr. Jameson whose channels are doing what. Because I'm sure he tracks all that data. Everybody does, right? Like Gaahleri, you know. They know when you use my BEW capital letters code to get your 10% off, you will also know, they will also know where it came from. And you want a good kit. This Serenair kit comes with the where's it at? I got it here somewhere. It comes with this CS36 airbrush. Here we go. And this is an awesome entry-level airbrush. This is their classic airbrush series, where the Mobius is their premium series. So these are great brushes. I can't wait to try the new Swallowtail siphon feed and gravity feed all in one, left hand or right hand. And I believe that's the A series. I may be wrong. Somebody will point it out. But you know, these are awesome brush just has a breakdown on the back side, so you know when you take it apart how to put it back together. I mean, if you do all the deep cleaning and all the greasing and everything, you have to take it all the way apart. So you need to know how it goes back together. Right here, you know. But like I said, this is an awesome brush. If you get the Serenair compressor, please get one of these. You will not be sorry, because you don't want paint in your or water in your paint. So that's concludes my thoughts on this airbrush. Oh, you want to see how it looks? Okay, there you go. It did a great job of covering up that blue, don't you think? And it's been about 20 minutes, and it's dry to the touch. That's some top grade A automotive painted and primers that Mr. Jameson has. So with that all being said, once again, thank you, Gaahleri, for sponsoring the channel. And ScaleFinishs.com for sponsoring the channel. We appreciate each of you, and we hope our subscribers do also. So, with all that being said, we're going to say bye-bye. Save the fingers. Be kind to your neighbors. You don't know when you're going to see them again. And thank you to all of our service people and our first responders, the people that gave their lives to protect this country and their families. For their loss. Remember, you have service and veterans people around you. Probably a neighbor, a friend. Thank them. I have a neighbor next door that I thank quite often. So take care, my friends. We'll catch you in the next video. Remember, be kind to your neighbors. I don't know what I was going to say. You know, well, hey, how about we'll see you in the next video. There you go. Find that button. We'll get out of here. Quit yammering.